DTR still in the concussion protocol, so it may be Joe Flacco making his first start with the Browns. Craig Carton on the Carton Show with a New Yorker's take on what we can expect from Joe Flacco.
It's like his legs are in cement. No, reference to Jersey and all that. But it's like the dude can't move. So you have an offensive line that lets anybody get out. It's a sack, right? Because he cannot move out of the pocket. And I know that for a fact. But what's amazing is that here we are in week 12, and you have a team that right now is a playoff team.
Yep.
The Cleveland Browns today would be in the playoffs, and they're going to old man Flacco to keep it alive.
Yeah.
That tells you all you need to know about the current quarterback situation, not only in Cleveland, but in the league. That we actually picked up the phone and called Joe Flacco, knowing what he looked like last year with the New York Jets, as our salvation to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's whack.
Yeah, but the reason you go get Flacco because the way Kenny Pickett looked against the Bengals, right? He was confident. The offense had over 400 yards, and right now, with the Steelers being in the fifth seed and them being the sixth seed, they got to keep up. And when you talk about P.J. Walker isn't him, DTR is knocked around. They need a confident guy, and they have an offensive line that can protect them. So you got to go get a veteran quarterback.
With that, let's welcome in Brad Spielberger from Pro Football Focus. Brad, what did we see from Joe Flacco with the Jets last year?
Look, obviously he's an older player now in the back nine of his career. I think it's funny that he had a 4-touchdown game against the Cleveland Browns in particular, and that miraculous comeback for the Jets against Cleveland. But look, I mean, Carton, kind of just firing off hot takes as he's known to do. What Flacco's going to do is throw the ball downfield and force defenses to respect the downfield passing game. He's kind of infamous for generating a lot of defensive pass interferences, but also I think with a potentially big Cedric Tillman game, with Elijah Moore maybe asked to do more down the field, it's going to be, it's going to be opening up the run game and opening up things underneath for guys like a David Njoku looking to bounce back, etc., because defenses have to respect. Look, Flacco can't hit these deep bombs against us, so we have to be prepared for that. It opens up the field for everybody else.
Is he a guy that will throw over the middle? The one thing I don't see a lot of crossing routes. I don't see a lot of things over the middle. I'm guessing it's because DTR is a rookie and you're concerned about thrown into traffic and coverages being disguised. Does this open up the middle of the field, do you think, for the Browns' passing offense?
I think it's a great point. Yeah, like obviously Stefanski too, I think wants to attack the middle of the field. You mentioned crossers and mash, but even just deep posts and different things to attack, too high safety coverages. The Jets are going to play a lot of cover 3, so it depends on the opponent each week. But yeah, no, I think you are going to see a willingness to throw over the middle of the field more consistently because Flacco certainly can identify what he's looking at, can sift through any rotations of coverages and things of that nature. Cerebrally, he obviously, not a discredit to DTR, it's a rookie versus a 15-year NFL quarterback. He can diagnose, he can be confident throwing over the middle. He will make mistakes. He'll probably put the ball in harm's way at times. But I think, again, it's a good point. It will open up more areas of the field where Stefanski's not shying away from at least taking shots in that area.
When you look at some of the limitations, is it a real concern with his lack of mobility, or is that overplayed? The other thing is, the record wasn't great with the Jets. What went into that, do you think, as well?
So, yes, he is not mobile. He frankly wasn't mobile even when he was 25 years old. It's not just an age thing there. But it's the beauty of having an offensive line that's, on the interior in particular. And that is he fell into a bucket of guys that could honestly hold up with edge pressure because he could step up into a pocket, had decent enough footwork to navigate some edge rush or step up when guys got guided beyond him. But if there was collapsing on the interior, he'd really struggle because he's not going to evade a rush and run and scramble and roll out and make plays off platform outside of structure. But, of course, I think we saw a great play from Wyatt Teller this past game. DeJuan Jones continues to play very good at right tackle, so that right side in particular looking good. And then you need Bitonio and Pocic to step up and play well. So, yeah, it's not a part of his game, but I think the way that Cleveland might get pressured by the Rams in particular with Aaron Donald on the interior, if these guards can hold up at least as well as they can against a guy of Aaron Donald's caliber, it's a decent matchup from that standpoint.